Welcome to today's paper reading. Today's paper is titled, LLM Pruning and Distillation in Practice, the Minitron Approach. This paper was published on the AR14 preprint by Sharath, Turuvekere, Sreenivas, and colleagues from NVIDIA. In this report, the authors focus on compressing the Llama 3.18b and Mistral NeMo 12b models to 4b and 8b parameters, respectively, through the use of pruning and distillation techniques. Two distinct pruning strategies are explored: depth pruning and joint hidden/attention/MLP pruning. These strategies are evaluated on common benchmarks from the LM evaluation harness. The models are aligned with NeMo Aligner and tested in instruct-tuned versions, resulting in a 4B model from Llama 3.18b and a state-of-the-art Mistral NeMo Minitron 8b model from Mistral NeMo 12b. The authors also found that fine-tuning teacher models on the distillation dataset without access to the original data is beneficial. The base model weights are open-sourced on Hugging Face under a permissive license. LLM providers typically train an entire family of models from scratch, each varying in size. This approach is resource-intensive and time-consuming. Recent research has shown that combining weight pruning with knowledge distillation can significantly reduce training costs. In this report, the Minitron compression strategy was applied to two models, compressing them to fewer parameters. A key modification was made due to lack of access to original training data, involving teacher correction before pruning and distillation. The results show a state-of-the-art 8B model with strong accuracy and improved inference performance. Figure 1 provides a high-level overview of our proposed pruning and distillation approach. The teacher model is first lightly fine-tuned on the target dataset, referred to as teacher correction. This step is crucial to align the model with the distillation dataset. Following this, pruning is applied to reduce the model size, focusing on depth and width. Finally, knowledge distillation is performed to recover the accuracy of the pruned models. The total number of tokens used for each step is indicated in parentheses. In the methodology, the teacher model is first lightly fine-tuned on the target dataset, a step referred to as teacher correction. This is the initial step for the distillation process. Various pre-trained models such as Mistral NeMo 12b and Llama 3.18b are utilized. The distillation process involves pruning and results in the generation of a Minitron model with total parameters less than 400 billion. The MN Minitron 8B model achieves an accuracy of 78.5 with 8 billion parameters and 8 trillion tokens. The Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B model, on the other hand, achieves an accuracy of 73.5 with 4.5 billion parameters and 94 billion tokens. When compared to state-of-the-art open models like Llama Mistral, Llama 3.1, and Mistral NeMo, our models perform competitively, with Llama Mistral scoring 72.1, Llama 3.1 scoring 73.5, and Mistral NeMo scoring 78. Table 1 presents the accuracy results of our MN Minitron 8B and Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B models across various language modeling benchmarks. The MN Minitron 8B model demonstrates superior performance compared to other models of similar size, using significantly fewer training tokens. The Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B models also exhibit strong accuracy relative to their teacher model, Llama 3.18b, and the previous Minitron 4B model. Notably, the width-pruned variant of the Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B model outperforms the depth-pruned variant, highlighting the effectiveness of our compression strategy. Table 2 presents the accuracy numbers for the aligned Llama 3.1 Minitron models, comparing them to similarly sized state-of-the-art, SOTA, open-aligned models across various benchmarks. All evaluations are conducted internally, with results marked with an asterisk symbol, indicating they were obtained on a representative subset of the benchmark. The best results are highlighted in bold, with the second-best results underlined. The alignment of MN Minitron 8B is currently in progress and will be reported once completed. Figure 2 illustrates the pruning and distillation process for large language models, LLMs, as outlined in the original paper. 1. The process begins with importance estimation, where an activation-based strategy is used to compute the sensitivity of various model elements. These elements are then ranked and trimmed according to their importance scores. Following pruning, the model undergoes retraining, which includes knowledge distillation to recover any lost accuracy. This distillation involves transferring knowledge from an unpruned model, teacher, to the pruned model, student, using techniques such as forward KL divergence loss on logits. Figure 3 provides an overview of the distillation process. When the original training data is not accessible, a slight fine-tuning of the teacher model is suggested. The distillation process involves minimizing the KL divergence on the logits, with the original model serving as the teacher and the pruned model as the student. Table 3 provides a detailed overview of the architecture changes in our compressed models. For the Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B model, we see a width pruning from an 8B starting model down to 4.5B, with adjustments to the hidden dimensions and MLP hidden dimensions. The MN Minitron 8B model, on the other hand, undergoes depth pruning from a 12B starting model to 8.4B, with corresponding changes to the hidden size and MLP dimensions. Both models maintain their attention heads unchanged, focusing on optimizing the model size while preserving key architectural elements. Table 4 presents the hyperparameters utilized during the distillation-based retraining process. Key parameters include the peak learning rate set at 1 × 10⁻⁻⁴, the global batch size, which is 1152 for the unpruned model and 768 for the pruned model, and the total tokens processed, which are 94 billion for the unpruned model and 380 billion for the pruned model. These settings are crucial for the optimization and performance of the retrained models. Figure 4 illustrates the training convergence plot for the compressed 8B student model, highlighting the difference in supervision from the original teacher versus the corrected teacher. The plot demonstrates the significant impact of teacher correction on the training convergence, emphasizing its necessity when access to the original dataset is not possible. This correction ensures better alignment of the teacher model with the target dataset, leading to improved distillation outcomes. In this analysis, we explore the compression characteristics of newer models. Specifically, we examine the effects of width versus depth pruning. Our findings indicate that width pruning results in a smaller initial loss and consistently outperforms depth pruning, even when both methods maintain the same number of parameters. Additionally, we investigate the combination of pruning and distillation. We observe that pruning provides a significantly better starting point compared to random initialization, and distillation-based training requires fewer training tokens while outperforming conventional training methods. Lastly, we evaluate the impact of teacher correction on pruning. The results suggest that while teacher correction does not affect the optimality of pruning, distillation from a corrected teacher is essential, and this correction can be performed in parallel with the distillation process. Figure 5 illustrates the training curve of Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B models pruned for width versus depth. The key observation is that width pruning results in a smaller initial loss and consistently outperforms depth pruning, despite both methods having the same number of parameters. This suggests that width pruning is more effective in maintaining model performance under a given parameter budget. Figure 6 illustrates the training convergence of the Mistral NeMo 12B compressed model. It compares 4 different training approaches: A. Random initialization with distillation, B. Randomly pruned weights with distillation, C. Pruning with standard language model loss, and D. The proposed pipeline combining pruning and distillation. The results highlight the efficiency of the distillation-based training method, which requires significantly fewer training tokens while achieving better performance. Figure 7 presents a training convergence plot for the Mistral NeMo 12B compressed model, highlighting the comparison between 2 distinct teacher correction approaches. The first approach involves pruning and distilling a corrected teacher, while the second method prunes the original teacher and distills from a teacher that undergoes continuous correction. This figure is crucial for understanding the impact of teacher correction on the optimality of pruning and the importance of distillation from a corrected teacher. The evaluation of our compressed models reveals significant improvements in training efficiency and performance. For base models, MN Minitron 8B demonstrates superior accuracy using 40 times fewer training tokens compared to similarly sized models, and Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B models perform favorably using 150 times fewer tokens. The width pruned variant outperforms the depth pruned one. In instruction-tuned models, our models show strong capabilities in instruction following and role-play, achieving state-of-the-art performance in certain benchmarks. Regarding runtime performance, Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B depth achieves a 2.7 times speedup, and the width variant achieves a 1.8 times speedup over the Llama 3.18B model. Additionally, FP8 precision delivers a 1.4 times performance boost. Figure 8 illustrates the impact on LM validation loss after removing 1, 2, 8, or 16 contiguous layers from the Llama 3.18B model. The purple line at layer number 16 shows the LM loss when the first 16 layers are dropped. Layer number 17 represents the LM loss when only layers 2 to 17 are removed, leaving the first layer intact. The dashed line indicates the LM loss when 16 non-contiguous layers are removed, which least increases the loss. Figure 9 illustrates the accuracy of the Winogrand task when 16 contiguous layers are removed from the Llama 3.18B model. The graph shows the LM loss for different layer removal scenarios, with layer number 17 indicating the loss when only the first layer is kept and layers 2 to 17 are dropped. The dashed line represents the accuracy when 16 non-contiguous layers, chosen to least increase the loss, are removed. This comparison helps in understanding the impact of layer pruning strategies on model performance. Figure 10 presents a comparison of the throughput and requests per second for the Llama 3.1 Minitron 4B models against the Llama 3.18B model, all evaluated in FP8 precision. The analysis focuses on how throughput varies with increasing input and output sequence lengths, providing insights into the performance optimization achieved using NVIDIA TensorRT LLM. The completion of this work was made possible by the contributions of several individuals at NVIDIA. In the area of foundational model development, key contributors include Sharath Turuvekere Sreenivas, Saurav Muralidharan, and Raviraj Joshi. For alignment tasks, Ameya Sunil Mahabulshwarkar, Haley Ross, and Brandon Rowlett played crucial roles. The datasets used in this research were curated with the help of Sanjeev Sathish, Jipinder Parmar, and Xingyang Sun. Thank you for watching.